Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Basketball League 1971-1972 edition brought to you by the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and I'd like to welcome you all to the Dave Cave for tonight's action as the Cincinnati Royals play host to the Atlanta Hawks. I misspoke and called Cincinnati the Kings because this is their last year in Cincinnati. At the end of 1971-72, they will move to Kansas City and become the Kansas City Kings, later to move out west and become the current-day Sacramento Kings. 1971-72 was a rough season for the Royals in real life. They went 30-52 and missed the playoffs under the leadership of Bob Cousy. In spite of that, they had one of the great young players in the game in Nate Archibald, second-team All-NBA. Second in the league at 28.2 points per game, third in the league at 9.2 assists per game. And the only reason he wasn't All-NBA was a guy by the name of Walt Frazier, who took that honor as the first teamer. Aside from Archibald, the Royals don't have much, and this was a struggle for the Cincinnati team. In the Epic Basketball League, they very barely made it in 70-71 up into the Gold Division, and that has proved to be a tough row to hoe for the Royals, as they have gone 0-8 against the league's top competition. The Atlanta Hawks, you may remember from 70-71, they were the only team to defeat the great Milwaukee Bucks that went 20-0 in the regular season and almost swept through the playoffs before meeting Atlanta in the semifinals. The Hawks actually took 2 games off of the Milwaukee Bucks in that series before Milwaukee went on to win it all. The Hawks are led by Pete Maravich, at least in terms of the fan support. Maravich played in only 66 games in 71-72. He did not qualify for league leadership in any of the categories, but his 6 assists per game would have been good enough to place him 7th in the league if he had qualified. Lou Hudson is the leading scorer for the Hawks at 24.7 points per game, and he was their all-star selection for the Hawks in 71-72. The Hawks finished the season 36-46 under Richie Guerin and went on to lose to the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals. As we say good evening to Tribe Fan 879 in the chat room. How you doing, my friend? So both of these teams, as we look at the standings, are in big trouble in terms of getting relegated back to the Silver Division at the end of this 20-game regular season, unless they catch magic in a bottle and catch the much better teams ahead of them, the Milwaukee Bucks, the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls, and of course the unstoppable Los Angeles Lakers, who swept through 71-72 with a record-setting 72 wins and went on to win the league championship. So that will take us to tonight's matchup as we head to the ball game. We'll have the computer coach both defenses, and we will handle the substitutions manually, as we have done for the past couple of weeks. Your starting lineup for Atlanta. The point guard, as mentioned, the dynamic one, Pistol Pete Maravich, second year out of Louisiana State. And his backcourt mate, the all-star, the veteran 6-year man out of Minnesota, Sweet Lou Hudson. Don Adams plays the small forward position, second year out of Northwestern. Big Jim Washington is your power forward, 7th year out of Villanova. And, of course, the big man inside, the legendary Walt Bellamy, who was third on the team with 18.6 points per game and led the team with 12.8 rebounds. So some good interior play from Jim Washington and Walt Bellamy for Atlanta. For the Royals, Nate Archibald, as mentioned, the all-world, second-team All-NBA point guard, starts alongside the veteran Tom Van Arsdale, who averaged 19.2 points per game and actually made the All-Star team for Cincinnati in his 7th year out of Indiana. The small forward is Nate Williams, gets the start tonight, rookie out of Utah State in place of the injured Matt Gukas. Jim Fox, 5th year out of South Carolina, is your power forward. And the big man inside is Sam Lacey, very popular second-year man out of New Mexico State, averaging 11.6 points per game and 12 rebounds per game in the regular season, as we say hello to Al Red Sox fan. Welcome to NBA Friday in the Dave Cave, as we are ready to get it rolling between the Atlanta Hawks and the Cincinnati Royals. Maravich to take on Nate Archibald in a battle of two great point guards. And the opening tip goes to the Royals. Archibald now leading the offense against Maravich, and Archibald's going to take it right to the hole. He takes it into the hoop, steps around Maravich, gets into the lane, lays it up and off the rim, no good. Fox with the offensive rebound for Cincinnati. The putback attempt by Fox. The short rainbow jump shot is good. And we've got our first basket of the night. 2-0 Royals. Here come the Hawks, led by Maravich, moving from right to left on your computer screen. As the Hawks set things up, they've got Jim Washington open down low against Jim Fox. Washington steps into the lane, puts one up off the front rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Fox, and Jim Washington will shoot two. Washington, a very good free throw shooter for a big man, 79% on the season, and he delivers the first. Second shot for Washington is up. And no good, off the iron. Rebound is taken by Fox. Cincinnati with the basketball, leading 2-1, and they're going to look inside to Jim Fox. Working on the low block, steps into the lane, drop step, went to the right hand, no good. And Don Adams takes the rebound for the Hawks. Hawks are going to swing it out to Maravich on top. Let's see what he can do out there. He gets into the lane with a little kiss off the glass. It's good.
Maravich.
And it is a 3-2 lead for the Hawks. Those floppy socks of Pistol Pete Maravich, long floppy hair waving all over the place. He was an exciting guy to watch, even though he battled injuries for much of his career. What might have been. Here come the Royals. Nate Archibald from the outside this time tries to get it into Fox. It's a bad pass, telegraphed and stolen by Hudson. Pistol Pete will lead the fast break, pushing it up the floor. Maravich takes it himself, lays it up and good.
From Bellamy.
5-2 now for the Hawks, as Pistol Pete is off to a big start. Archibald going to slow things down here a little bit. They've got Nate Williams with it now on the outside. He doesn't like the looks of that shot. He's going to try to get it back out to Archibald. Nate takes the shot from 16. It's no good. He forced that one up there. Sam Lacey takes the inside offensive rebound for Cincinnati. Lacey's layup is good.
Sam Lacey scores.
And he's fouled on the play by Hudson. Lacey will step to the line with a chance to tie the game here in our opening moments. But Lacey misses the free throw. Don Adams takes the rebound, and the Hawks still hold the lead as they come back on offense. They're going to look at Jim Washington now on the baseline. He tries to get into the lane. He has a collision with Fox.
Washington,
no call. Washington
Hudson
gets the layup to go. 3 points for Jim Washington, and it's a 7-4 ball game. Hawks back on the offensive. Archibald sets the offense. Fox has it out on the baseline, guarded closely by Hudson. Not much he can do out there. He's going to try and get it out to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale on the cross-court pass, takes it into the lane. Layup is off the rim, no good. But there is a foul on the play, and that is going to go against Adams. And this will put Tom Van Arsdale on the line for Cincinnati. The chance to put the Royals back on top. First shot for Van Arsdale is good. Free throw number 2 is also good, and the Royals take a 6-5 lead. Excuse me, the Hawks still lead 7-6. They got a basket the last time down. Maravich now with it, working against Archibald. He's going to drive it himself. Can't get into the lane. Swings it down to Adams. Back to Maravich. Back to Adams. Two-man game here out on the perimeter. What's Maravich going to do? He dumps it off to Adams. Adams inside to Bellamy, but it deflects off his hands and out of bounds to the Royals. Little bit of a sticky situation there on offense for the Hawks. They never did get the rhythm on that possession. And now Cincinnati has a chance to take the lead as Archibald brings them back. Swings it over to Van Arsdale. Working on the perimeter against Sweet Lou Hudson. Van Arsdale from the outside takes it into the lane. Shoots the 18-footer, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Adams, and that is 2 on Don Adams. Don Adams with 2 fouls for the Hawks. He'll need to come out of the game. Archibald hits the free throw. And now we will go to the Cincinnati bench. Oops. Should have gone to the Atlanta bench. We'll get back to that. Archibald hits the second free throw. Archibald led the NBA in 1971-72, both in free throw attempts and free throws made. So he was quite the dynamic performer, very aggressive, loved to attack the basket, and was often rewarded with trips to the charity stripe. Here come the Hawks. They look outside to Hudson, their leading scorer. Drives to the basket, deflected away by Van Arsdale. It skips out of bounds. Atlanta will retain possession. And now we'll get to the Atlanta bench. And the former Dayton Flyer, Don May, will come into the game, replacing Don Adams with the 2 fouls. And now we're ready to get back to action. Maravich has it out on top. He's going to try and get around Archibald. That's easier said than done. Takes a pick from May. Tries to get it to Hudson on the baseline. Hudson loses it out of bounds. That's a turnover. 8-7 now. Cincinnati with the basketball and the lead. 9.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. They've got a couple of options open for the Royals. Archibald's going to call his own number. Crosses over, takes the outside jump shot,
Nate
and nails
Archibald.
it. Nicely done. One-on-one game there by Nate Archibald. Cincinnati up by 3. Maravich is going to try to answer. He's got Nate Williams on him on the screen. Williams steps off. Maravich has room for the jump shot.
From Hudson.
And nails it. Williams backed off to guard the lane, and Maravich stuck the jumper. 10-9 ball game now. Archibald drops it down to Van Arsdale. He can't get anything done in the paint. He's looking to pass. He forces up the left-handed runner, and it's good.
Tom Van Arsdale, from Archibald.
He didn't want that shot, but it was the best option available, and he converted. 12-9 now in favor of the Royals. Maravich again working against Archibald. This time he's going to look to distribute. Can't find anybody. Takes the jump shot himself. It's no good. Well defended by Archibald. Rebound on the defensive glass for Sam Lacey. And the Royals once again have possession. They dump it inside to Sam Lacey working the low blocks against Walt Bellamy. Good look for Lacey. Can't get it to go. Spins around the rim and out. The rebound is kicked around and the refs talk to each other. As the ball goes out of bounds, it will go to Atlanta. 12-9 now, still in favor of Cincinnati. Atlanta looks to cut the deficit. They swing it around on the outside, and it comes back to Maravich out on top. From the top of the key. Follow-away jump shot for Pistol Pete is no good. But Fox got him on the hand, and Maravich will shoot 2. Second foul for Jim Fox on the night. As Maravich steps to the line and hits the first. Pete hits them both. He now has 8 of Atlanta's 11 points. As Nate Archibald looks to set up the offense. Can he find an open teammate? He finds Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale takes it into the paint. He walked with it. Substitution for Cincinnati. Into the game for the first time is Johnny Green. Very popular player is Johnny Green, the veteran. How many years is this for Johnny Green? 13 years out of Michigan State. And he is an offensive force when he gets it going. Maravich has it outside. He's got Van Arsdale guarding him on the switch. Maravich thinks he can take advantage of this matchup. He fires up the off-balance jump shot and gets it to go. 10 points already in the first 4.5 minutes for Pistol Pete. And he is certainly living up to that moniker here tonight in the Cincinnati Gardens. Atlanta back on top now 13-12. Cincinnati with the basketball. Archibald looks to set up a teammate. Finds Nate Williams. Working against Don May. 12 on the shot clock. May a solid defender. Whistle on the play, and we've got double fouls called. And that's going to be 2 on Sweet Lou Hudson. And he's going to have to come out of the ball game. Hudson and Van Arsdale got tangled up over there. And the whistle goes on both of them. And that'll bring Herm Gilliam into the game. Another very solid backcourt player for the Hawks. He actually had more assists on the season than did Maravich, but in more games. Maravich missed time to injury. Herm Gilliam stepped up and performed in that role very effectively, and now they're going to be in the backcourt together. 2 very good passers working together for the Hawks. Let's see how they do on defense against Archibald and the Royals as they look to regain the lead. Pass on the outside goes to Van Arsdale. Drives to the basket. It's stolen by Maravich. Maravich leads the break. He's going to go all the way. He runs past Archibald. Lays it up, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Van Arsdale, and that is 2 on Van Arsdale. That's 2 fouls on Van Arsdale in about 10 seconds. He was in on that double foul on the last possession, and now he picks up his second, trying to keep up with Pistol Pete Maravich on the fast break. And that's not an easy task for anybody. Maravich connects on the first shot. That is 11 points for Pistol Pete. And now we're going to see Jake Jones into the ball game. This is where Cincinnati is going to feel the absence of Matt Gukas, as they've got 2 very, very rarely used players in the game now with Jake Jones and Nate Williams, with Gukas out due to injury and Van Arsdale due to foul trouble. Maravich puts up the second free throw. It's good. That's 12 for Maravich. Atlanta back on top by 3. 7 minutes to play first quarter. They look inside to Nate Williams, backing down, working in against Don May. Cincinnati looking to find some offense with Van Arsdale on the bench. And Williams hits the short shot around the rim, and it drops. How about that? 2 points for Nate Williams. 15-14 now, under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Maravich looking to distribute. Finds Don May on the perimeter. May with the mid-range jump shot. It's good. Nothing but the bottom of
from
the net. Give
Maravich.
the assist to Pistol Pete. Back come the Royals, still down by 3. The entire first quarter has been within 3 points either way. They want to look inside to Lacey, who's got some space on the low block. Lacey comes off the pick. Turnaround jump shot is good over
Sam
Washington.
Lacey from Jones.
Cincinnati starting to get some balance in their scoring attack, and Atlanta might want to think about doing the same. Maravich swings the ball over to Jim Washington. Washington over to Gilliam on the perimeter. Back to Washington on the baseline. His shot is good.
Washington.
5 now for Washington. Atlanta back on top by 3 as we are midway through quarter number 1. They've got it into Nate Williams again. He's got Maravich on him on the mismatch. He's going to try and post up Maravich down low. His short jump shot is good. That's 2 for Williams.
Nate Williams from Green.
And the Royals are keeping it close. Atlanta basketball. Maravich calling his own number out on top. Tries to get into the lane. Lacey cuts him off. A wild shot by Maravich is no good. There's a battle for the rebound, and it is Nate Archibald. Tiny Nate Archibald, only 6'1", but he got in there amongst the treetops and stole that rebound for Cincinnati. Archibald calls a play. They swing it around once again to Nate Williams. He's gotten inside with it a couple of times. They're going to let him try again. Backing down into the lane. Cut off by Lacey. Swings the ball over to Lacey. Shot won't go. Rebound goes to Williams. But we've got a foul on the play, and that is a foul against Nate Williams for Cincinnati, and that will give Jim Washington an opportunity for one shot. And the free throw for Washington is good. It's now a 2-point game. 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hawks now in the bonus. Archibald working on Maravich. Passes it over to Jones. Jake Jones. Back to Archibald. Archibald lost it. Got it back. Stepped out of bounds with it. Another turnover for Cincinnati. That's already 4 in the opening minutes of the contest. And Atlanta regains possession, looking to extend their 2-point lead. This time they're going to go inside to Bellamy. Short jump shot from Bellamy outside the lane. Oh, it's blocked. Lacey got a finger on it. Johnny Green takes the rebound. Archibald and the Royals will run. Archibald tries to get it to Jones. Jones kicks it out of bounds, and that is another turnover. Ball goes back to Atlanta. And with 4:19 to play, we're going to see some substitutions. Sam Lacey's going to get a rest in favor of Gil McGregor, 6'8" rookie out of Wake Forest. Nate Williams is looking a little ragged, so they are going to replace him with Sid Catlett, the famous Sid Catlett, rookie out of Notre Dame. Sid Catlett was involved in a legendary high school basketball game, considered by many to be the greatest high school game ever, when his team, DeMatha, out of Maryland, took on Power Memorial out of New York City. The New York City team had a guy you may have heard of by the name of Lou Alcindor. And it was Catlett who worked on double-teaming Lou Alcindor throughout the night. And his DeMatha team took down Power Memorial. And Sid Catlett was the leading scorer in that game. So Catlett did not have a remarkable NBA career, but was a fixture in the community and well known for his role in that greatest high school basketball game ever. Let's get some substitutions in for Atlanta. Siegfried will come into the game to run the point. Ninth-year man out of Ohio State. Very popular player. This would be his final season in the league. He had a successful run with the Boston Celtics, including a championship ring or two, and now playing out his final season with the Atlanta Hawks as the backup point guard to the popular Pete Maravich. George Trapp into the game out of Kentucky, and Bob Christian comes into the game. So we've got both second units on board here for the conclusion of the first quarter, as the starters take a break and we run the second unit. Atlanta's going to look to Jeff Halliburton to get things started with their offense. He drives to his left and is swiped away and stolen by Archibald. Archibald has the numbers. He runs the fast break. Oh, fakes to Catlett, tries to take it himself. Off the rim, no good, but he is fouled on the play by Halliburton. And once again, it is Nate Archibald to the free throw line. And we've got a couple of new guys in the chat room. SDG replays. I was thinking today, what does SDG stands for? I think it stands for Super Duper Gaming Replays. So Mr. Super Duper Gaming Replays is in the chat room. And Bob Hansen is here from Bob's Tabletop Sports. Good evening, Bob, and welcome to Friday Night Basketball here with the Epic Basketball League. As Pistol Pete Maravich and the Atlanta Hawks battle the Cincinnati Royals and Nate Archibald. Archibald misses the first free throw. Second attempt for Tiny Archibald. Also no good. George Trapp takes the rebound for the Hawks. A rare double miss for Archibald, normally a very reliable free throw shooter. Atlanta now is going to swing it outside to Herm Gilliam. Gilliam gets off the jump shot from the perimeter. It's good.
Gilliam from Halliburton.
Atlanta takes the lead by 4. Archibald still running the offense for Cincinnati. He's going to call his own number this time against Larry Siegfried. Try to get into the lane. Comes off the screen by McGregor. Gets into the lane and scores.
Nate Archibald.
6 points now for Archibald. And the Royals are back to within 2. Siegfried has it out on top. Struggling with Archibald. He tries to get into the basket, but Archibald beat him to the spot, and that's an offensive foul. Siegfried loses it, and the Royals regain possession with a chance to tie the ball game. Now 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. They're going to look inside to Gil McGregor, the open man. Working down low against Bob Christian. McGregor rises up from the baseline. No, Christian swatted him. Christian got a piece of it. Trapp pulls it out of there for Atlanta. Atlanta has an opportunity in transition behind Larry Siegfried. Siegfried sizes up the numbers. Takes it into the basket. Dumps it off to Gilliam, and Gilliam lays it up and good.
Gilliam from Trapp.
Great vision by Siegfried. Found Trapp. Trapp with the outlet to Gilliam. Gilliam laid it up and good. As we've got some more historians in the chat room. I love it. Tribe fan giving us some info on DeMatha. Yeah, Morgan Wooten, one of the very few high school basketball coaches in the Basketball Hall of Fame. He almost made it to NC State, but they went with Jim Valvano, and that was a good choice as well. So thanks for the knowledge, Tribe fan. All right, 24-20 in favor of the Hawks. Royals with the basketball. The open man inside for Cincinnati is Johnny Green. This guy can certainly score. Working on Trapp down low. Gets into the key, fakes, shoots the short jump shot. It's no good off the back iron. Rebound taken by Herm Gilliam for Atlanta. Back come the Hawks. Siegfried works the offense. Dumps it down inside to Christian. Christian working on the low block. Pump fakes against McGregor. Short jump shot is good.
Christian from Siegfried.
The Hawks have now opened up a 6-point lead, as their second unit has come on and made things happen. Cincinnati's going to try Green once again. His turnaround jump shot this time is good.
Johnny Green.
26-22 now. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Under 2 minutes to play. The open man is Herm Gilliam. His fadeaway jump shot from 14 is no good. But the rebound is taken off the offensive glass by Halliburton, and he shovels it back out to Siegfried for a fresh 24. Siegfried directing traffic, dribbles over to the wing, is forced to take an awkward jump shot. It's no good. Catlett with the rebound for the Royals, and they've got numbers. They've got it 4-on-1 with Nate Archibald in the lead. Archibald steps around Halliburton, dumps it off to McGregor, and McGregor slams it
from
home.
Archibald.
26-24 now. Hawks lead is cut to 2. The open man outside for Atlanta is Jeff Halliburton. Rookie out of Drake. He steps into the paint. His jump shot from the elbow is no good. Bob Christian takes the rebound for Atlanta. His putback attempt from the wing is good.
Christian scores.
4 points off the bench for Christian, and he gets a whistle and a foul on McGregor, and he'll have the opportunity for a 3-point play. Quickly, Nate Archibald is going to take a rest, and he will be replaced by the very handsome John Mengels. Popular player out of Auburn. He is a rookie. He bounced around during his NBA career, but hung around and did some coaching after his career ended, and he enters the ball game for the first time to give Nate Archibald a break. Here's Bob Christian shooting free throws. His shot is good, and that's a 3-point play. Atlanta now up by 5. Offense is now being run by John Mengels. He finds Catlett on the outside. Catlett's going to try and get it into Johnny Green. He can't get the pass into Green. Catlett's forced to throw one up from 15. It's no good, but he is fouled on the play by Gilliam, and that was a bailout. Royals are in the bonus, and Catlett will get 3 free throws to make 2, but he is only a 22% free throw shooter. It would take him 9 shots to make 2. Let's see what he can do with the 3 to make 2. The first is no good. Second shot, even worse than the first. Let's see if he can catch lightning in a bottle here on the third attempt. Catlett closes his eyes, fires it up, misses again, 0 for 3. Trapp with the rebound for Atlanta. The open man for the Hawks on the wing is Gilliam. Already with 4 points off the bench, he drives to the basket. Oh, he runs into Jake Jones, and they call that one on Gilliam. The refs say Jake Jones beat him to the spot. Gilliam not happy with that decision, but the referees quickly inform him that his opinion doesn't matter. Cincinnati gets the ball back, 5 points down. Last 30 seconds of play here in the first quarter. Mengelt has it out on top. Is going to look inside to McGregor. McGregor gets it on the low block. His floater is up and good. Gil McGregor converts, and that cuts the lead to 3. Atlanta will hold the ball for the final shot of the period. Let's see what the Hawks can do. Halliburton has it on the baseline. His free throw at the buzzer is no good.
At the end of the first quarter, Atlanta 29, Cincinnati 26.
All right, now that the first quarter is finished, let's take a look at the box score. Closely contested first half. Look at that. Both teams shot 11 for 18 from the field for 61.1%. How's that for a close ball game? The only difference was at the free throw line, where Atlanta held the 7-4 advantage, primarily due to the ineptitude of the Cincinnati free throw shooters. Catlett, of course, with the 0 for 3, but even without that, they only went 4 for 7, as Archibald missed those 2 free throws that would have made this a much closer ball game. Your leading scorer, Pete Maravich, for Atlanta with the 12 points. Archibald leads the Royals with 6. And the leading rebounders of the game would be George Trapp off of the bench for Atlanta. And for the Royals, the leading rebounder was, let's see, 2 apiece for Fox and Lacey. So not many rebounds available in that first quarter as both teams shot the ball well. And we head back for quarter number 2. Gilliam is showing a little fatigue. They're going to come back with Don May for Atlanta. Cincinnati, gosh, they're thin on the bench. Jake Jones is starting to show some signs of fatigue, but they need a few more minutes out of him with Tom Van Arsdale still saddled with those 2 fouls. Williams will come back into the game as the freshman for Catlett. And for the first time entering the game for Cincinnati is Ken Durrett. Durrett, a highly touted rookie out of LaSalle, number 4 overall pick in the NBA draft for the Royals, but had knee problems even in college, and did not pan out to have the career that the Royals had hoped. And BJ Wanland is in the chat room. Good to see you here, BJ. Got to play some Fury hardball with BJ a couple weeks ago in the Play Not Con convention that we talked about. BJ, fun guy to hang out with. Welcome to the chat room. Haven't gotten too hands-on with Action. Hadn't gotten too hands-on with Action PC basketball, but this looks very fun. Yeah, I think this is fun. It's a good interactive game, and it is fun to move guys in and out. You can see the flow of the action. You've got enough control and enough decisions to be made. And yes, I do enjoy Action PC basketball. So yeah, it comes recommended. And I will also say that Dave Cook, who is the proprietor of Action PC Sports, does a great job with his customer service. I've had to go to Dave on a couple of occasions, as have other members of the community. And Dave is always very responsive to the needs of his customer base. So both in terms of the quality of the game and the quality of the company, 2 thumbs up to Action PC Basketball. Okay, we are back to action. As the teams line up to begin quarter number 2. And it is Mengelt with it out on top, working against Bob Christian. Mengelt comes off the screen. He's got room to get the shot off. His attempt from 15 is good.
John Mengelt from Jones.
Give the assist to Jake Jones, and Cincinnati once again is back to within 1. The open man for the Hawks on the rotation offense is Halliburton. He gets the pass from Siegfried, takes the jump shot from the corner. Oh, fakes the jump shot, drives into the lane. He's cut off by McGregor, and his shot is blocked. McGregor swatted him, and Mengelt comes out with it for Cincinnati. Nice help defense by McGregor. Gives the Royals another possession and another opportunity to regain the lead here in the opening moments of the second quarter. Mengelt has it out on top, working against Siegfried. Mengelt drives into the basket. Gets around Siegfried, lays it up and good.
John Mengelt from Durrett.
And Cincinnati takes the lead once again. As Atlanta sets the offense behind Larry Siegfried. They get it inside to Trapp. Trapp actually moves out onto the baseline, working about 12 feet away against Durrett, who's into the game. Trapp tries to take the jump shot. He can't get it to go. Off the backboard, rolls around and out. Rebound is grabbed by Nate Williams for Cincinnati. Mengelt gets the outlet pass, and the Royals have numbers. Mengelt has Jones with him. Mengelt steps around Don May, tries to get to the hoop. His shot is no good. Tipped up and around, and finally May comes out with it for the Hawks. Exciting sequence there, but Cincinnati fails to convert. Once again, the Hawks have Halliburton open on the wing. He dribbles to the corner, Pulls the trigger from 12. Shot no good. Rebounded by McGregor. Rebound stolen by May. And the Hawks have another possession. May with it on the outside. Passes it back out to Siegfried. Siegfried to Christian. Back to Siegfried. His jump shot is good.
Siegfried from Christian.
That one wasn't pretty, but Siegfried got it to go, and that puts the Hawks back on top. Cincinnati now with the possession. Jake Jones with it working outside against May. May's playing up tight defense. Jones is going to try and get around him and get to the basket. He shows and goes. He collides with May. The reverse layup with the left hand is no good. But May is called for the foul on the play, and that will give Jake Jones 2 shots from the free throw line. Rookie out of tiny little Assumption College is Jake Jones. 62% free throw shooter. His first shot is good, and that ties the game. Jones with the second free throw. It's good. And now we've got Dave Gardner in the chat room. Welcome, Dave. Best of the worst matchup tonight. Actually, Dave, this is the worst of the best. These two teams are part of the Gold Division, and as you know, using an idea I stole from Bob Hansen, who is here in the chat room, this is the Epic Basketball League. It is a relegation league, and in the 1970-71 season, Cincinnati was tied for second in the Silver Division. They beat Seattle in the playoffs to earn the spot in the Gold Division this year. And in the Gold Division this year, the Royals are 0-8. Atlanta is 2-6. So these are the two bottom-dwelling teams in the top Gold Division. And both these teams are probably headed back to the Silver Division in 72-73. And as we mentioned earlier on, this is the final season in Cincinnati for this Royals basketball team. They would move on to Kansas City for the 72-73 season, where they would become the Kansas City Kings. And the Kansas City Kings would eventually move out west to Sacramento, where they reside today. So welcome to the chat room, Dave Gardner. And Atlanta with the basketball. Once again, they've got Halliburton. He has a knack for getting open out there. He is yet to convert any of these opportunities. He takes another jump shot off balance from outside, and again, it's no good. But he is fouled on the play by Gil McGregor. And Halliburton will go to the line for 2 shots. First team foul on the Royals. Halliburton lines it up, and finally Halliburton gets onto the scoreboard. First point of the night to tie the game. Halliburton with his second shot. It's good. And Atlanta back on top by 1 with now 10 minutes to play before halftime. Mengelt brings the offense back for the Royals. Working out high against Siegfried. Mengelt has room to operate. He passes to Jones. Jones gets it back to Mengelt. It's tipped away by Siegfried out of bounds. Cincinnati will retain possession with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Mengelt now has it again, working against Siegfried. This time Mengelt's going to take it into the lane. He gives the ball to Williams inside. Williams drops it out of bounds, and that's a turnover. Ball goes back over to the Hawks. This time Siegfried's going to call his own number. He's got it on the wing. His jump shot is off the back iron, no good. There's a scuffle for the rebound, and Nate Williams comes out with it. Gets the outlet to Mengelt, but the Royals do not have the numbers. And Mengelt is going to pull the ball out and set up the offense with now 9:31 to play in the second period. Jake Jones now with it outside, working against Don May. Jones tries to get into the paint. Steps into the lane, lays it up and good.
Jake Jones from Mengelt.
He got that one up and good with the left hand, and the Royals are back on top. Siegfried runs the offense. He tries to get into the lane. Oh, and he is cut off by Mengelt, and that is a foul on Siegfried. That is an offensive foul, and that is his second. And we've got some tired players now on both sides. So it's a little sooner than we would have liked, but we're going to bring back in some starters. Walt Bellamy comes back in for Atlanta. Big Jim Washington. Don Adams back into the game with the 2 fouls. Sweet Lou Hudson and Pistol Pete. We'll bring all the starters back in for Atlanta. And everybody is fresh and ready to go. And for Cincinnati as well, Archibald played a couple extra minutes in the first quarter, so he's going to remain on the bench. Jake Jones can barely walk. He's so tired. So Van Arsdale will come back into the game. And we'll also bring in the starting front court of Jim Fox and Sam Lacey. And we'll get Archibald back into the game in another minute or two. All right, fresh legs back on the floor. The open man for Cincinnati is Van Arsdale working on the perimeter. He's got Sweet Lou Hudson on him. Takes it to the hoop. Van Arsdale tried to get it to Lacey inside, threw it away out of bounds. Atlanta basketball. Here's Pistol Pete setting up the offense. Swings it over to Lou Hudson on the perimeter. Hudson had a very quiet first quarter, uncharacteristically scoreless. His first shot of the second quarter is off glass, no good. Rebounded by Sam Lacey. Back come the Royals. They've got Fox with some room to operate down low. His shot is off the back iron, no good. Pistol Pete takes the rebound for Atlanta, and the Hawks come back. They're going to go once again to Hudson. They need to get him going. He drives from the perimeter. Comes off a screen by Washington. His jump shot is good.
Hudson from Maravich.
Nice assist to Maravich. Nice screen by Washington to free up Hudson for the jump shot and put the Hawks back on top. Hawks go back to the defensive end. Royals get it to Van Arsdale. He takes it into the lane and gets it off the glass
Van
and
Arsdale.
Good. Back and forth we go. Exciting ball game. Atlanta now has Jim Washington on the baseline. He's got a reliable outside jump shot. Cannot get that one to fall. But somebody got him on the arm, and they're going to call that one on Mengelt. That will put Washington on the line for 2 free throws. Already hit one in the first quarter, and he hits his first here. Second shot for Washington is good. 8 points now for Jim Washington. Atlanta back on top 37-36. And the play is going to go through Williams on the outside for Cincinnati. He looks to reset the offense. They get it to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale once again is going to venture in among the tall timber. He dishes it back out to Mengelt, and Mengelt buries one.
From Van Arsdale.
Van Arsdale drew the defense. Got an open step for Mengelt to bury the jump shot. Cincinnati back on top. Hawks are going to go back to Hudson. Working from the wing. 15-footer is off the front rim, no good. Bellamy takes the offensive rebound for the Hawks. Bellamy on the putback. His shot is no good. But he is fouled on the play by Sam Lacey. First foul on Lacey. That'll be 2 shots for Walt Bellamy. Not a very good free throw shooter, but he does get the first one to fall. Cincinnati will go to the bench, and they'll bring back in Nate Archibald. And they now have, I believe, their starting 5 back on the floor. Yes, Nate Williams did get the start for Cincinnati here tonight. So all the starters are back on the floor for both teams, and hopefully they'll get through the rest of the second quarter with their top guys on the floor. Bellamy misses the second free throw. The rebound is tipped around, taken by Lacey. And we are now tied as the Royals come back to the offense. This time Nate Archibald is going to call his own number. Free throw line extended. Dribbles it in. Oh, and gets his pocket picked by Maravich. Maravich wants to run, but the Royals get back on defense, and Pistol Pete pulls it back out. Motion offense for the Hawks. They dump it down low to Jim Washington. Working inside against Fox, 14 on the shot clock. Washington's going to kick it out to Hudson. He gets the open shot from the corner. He scored it.
Hudson from Maravich.
Nice vision by Jim Washington on that play. He thought about the shot, didn't have a good look, and found Hudson open from the corner for the two-point jump shot. Atlanta now on top by 2. Van Arsdale with it for the Royals. Nate Williams flashes open in the corner. Van Arsdale fakes it, takes it into the lane, pivots, lays it up from 5 feet away, no good. Somebody got him on the arm, and the foul is called on Bellamy. 2 shots now for Tom Van Arsdale, looking to tie the game once again for the Royals. Shot for the first shot for Van Arsdale is good. Number 2 for Van Arsdale out of Indiana is also good, and once again we're tied. 7 minutes to play before the half. 40-40 is your score. Once again, the open man for Atlanta is Hudson, having a very solid second quarter. Hudson takes the pass. Oh, gets it right back to Maravich. Maravich from 15 misses the jump shot. Williams comes out with the rebound for the Royals. Dishes it out to Archibald. Archibald gets it back to Williams on the break. That shot is no good, but he is fouled by Maravich. Maravich tried to hustle back, but was a step late getting there. Williams beat him to the basket, and Maravich had to foul him. That will put Nate Williams on the free throw line for 2 shots. The first shot for Williams is good. Now 5 points for Williams off the... The second shot is good, and that's now 6 for Nate Williams. Substituting tonight for the injured Matt Gukas for the Royals. Cincinnati now with the lead. The Hawks are going to look inside to Jim Washington. Posting up against Jim Fox. Rises up from the baseline, hits the jump shot. That's double figures for Washington. He's having a nice game, unlike Bellamy, who's only managed 1 point tonight for the Hawks. Once again, we're tied, 6.5 to play. Archibald works against Maravich. Archibald's going to take it into the lane. Gets a pick from Jim Fox. Gets into the lane, collides with Washington. The shot by Archibald is no good, but they're going to give the foul to Washington on the play, and Nate Archibald will go back to the free throw line. 82% free throw shooter on the season. Actually missed a couple in the first quarter. He connects on this one. And the second shot for Archibald is around and out. Rebound's pulled by Bellamy, but it's stolen away by Archibald. And Cincinnati regains possession. How about that? Little confusion inside. Fox finds himself open on the post. Got it back, but Fox pushed off. That's why he was open on the post. That is his third foul. And he is going to have to come out of the ballgame for the rest of the half. He'll be replaced by Johnny Green. Six minutes to play until halftime, with Cincinnati leading 43-42. Atlanta with the basketball as Maravich guides the attack. They get it over to Hudson on the wing. Hudson very active in this second quarter. Takes this one into the lane. Goes to the reverse layup. It's no good. He wanted a call on that play and didn't get one. Bellamy takes the offensive board. His putback attempt from close range is no good. Bellamy can't buy a basket tonight. Archibald comes in and gets the rebound for Cincinnati. Missed opportunity for the Hawks on that possession. Here's Archibald. Has it stolen by Hudson. Outlet pass to Maravich. Maravich will take it himself, coast to coast, lays it up and good.
Maravich from Adams.
First basket of the second quarter for Maravich. He's got 14 on the night to lead all scorers, and the Hawks are back on top. Nicely done by both Hudson and Maravich on that play. Cincinnati with the basketball. They're going to look inside to Sam Lacey. Working against the veteran Bellamy. Short jump shot by Lacey is good.
Sam Lacey.
He turned and squared up. Got the shoulder square. Nice stroke on the jump shot. It's good. 6 points for Sam Lacey. And the Royals are back up on top. Back and forth we go. Hudson wants it on the baseline. Working against Van Arsdale. Attacking the rim once again. Very aggressive in this second quarter. Hudson lays that one up and gets it to go.
From Maravich.
Give the assist to Maravich. 46-45 Atlanta. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Royals running the offense. They're going to dump it down low to Johnny Green. This veteran can score in the paint. He pump fakes, gets around Washington, lays it up and good.
Johnny Green scores
and Washington
from Archibald.
Was totally out of sorts on that play, and Washington got him with the body. Veteran move by Johnny Green to get the basket and the foul, and a chance to put the Royals up by 2. Johnny Green with the free throw, no good. He'll have a second opportunity here in the bonus. 2 to make 1. And Green gets the second one to go, and that puts the Royals on top by 2. Hawks coming back with Maravich. Maravich working alongside Hudson. This time Maravich will take it himself. Gets into the lane, dumps it off to Washington. Washington back to Lacey. Lacey inside to Maravich. The scoop shot by Maravich is no good. Adams rebounds it and tosses it back out to the point where Maravich will reset the offense. He's going to look to the baseline for Jim Washington. Washington having a productive first half. Washington has it on the baseline. Tries to get it into Adams. Terrible pass stolen away by Johnny Green. That's a turnover for the Hawks. Cincinnati now has the basketball with the chance to extend their 2-point lead with 4.5 minutes now to play before halftime. Cincinnati works it around for the perimeter. Looking for the opportunity inside. They dump it down to the low post to Johnny Green. Fakes left, spins right. Jump shot is good.
Johnny Green from Archibald.
Nice entry pass from Archibald. Gave Green the step he needed to get into the lane and convert that one. And that is 7 points for Johnny Green. Very balanced scoring attack for the Royals tonight. Van Arsdale with 8. Archibald with 7. Green with 7. And Cincinnati is now leading by 4. 4 minutes to play before halftime. Once again, they look to Washington on the baseline. Washington from 15. Had a good-looking stroke on that one, but the shot is no good. Don Adams sneaks in for the rebound, and he'll pass it back out on top to reset the shot clock. Adams gets it back from Maravich. Posts up down low against Nate Williams. Adams gets a jump shot from in the paint. It's no good. And this time Sam Lacey is the man who rises up to take the rebound for Cincinnati. Royals leading by 4. Looking to make it 6, which would be their biggest lead of the night. Under 4 minutes to play. Archibald with it on top, and Archibald is going to attack. He ball fakes, drives into the lane, lays it up and good.
Nate Archibald from Green.
Very nice give and go with Johnny Green. Freed up Archibald for the layup, and Cincinnati is now up by 6. Looking to get their first victory of the Epic Basketball League 1971-72 season. And this may be their best opportunity for a victory on their home floor against the second worst team in the Gold Division. Atlanta's going to work the offense this time through Hudson. He's played well in this second quarter. He takes the pass from Maravich, sets up on the wing, rises up, fires from 17 feet away. It's no good. Johnny Green with the rebound for Cincinnati. The Royals now heating things up as the Hawks have hit a little scoring drought. Archibald again is looking to take advantage of Maravich. Maravich knocks it free. Archibald recovers it, picks it up, gets into the lane, and scores.
Nate Archibald
and he is fouled on the play by
from
Bellamy.
Van Arsdale.
And the referees in the broadcast booth decided that was a very weak call. But it's a call nonetheless, and Archibald has the opportunity for a three-point play. He's had a bit of a struggle at the free throw line tonight, but he gets that one to go. And Cincinnati now takes a 9-point lead with 3 minutes to play before halftime. And of course, at halftime, we will have a couple of channel updates for the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Atlanta with the basketball, trying to get out of this scoring slump. Maravich is going to attack on his own this time. His off-balance jump shot from the foul line extended is good.
Maravich from Washington.
He got that one to go, and that ends a 10-0 run by Cincinnati and pulls Atlanta back to within 7. Archibald directing traffic. Calls for the pick. Gets the pick. He's going to try and get around Maravich again. Nice screen on the play. Archibald gets into the lane and scores.
Nate Archibald from Van Arsdale.
5 in a row for Archibald. He's got 14 now to lead the Royals. And Cincinnati is up once again by 9. Atlanta works it to Hudson. Hudson on the outside. Shoots the perimeter jump shot. It's no good. Rebound is taken inside by Big Jim Washington. Washington with a short jump shot. His putback attempt is good.
Washington.
Nice work in there by Washington, keeping the Hawks within striking distance. Archibald with it once again for Cincinnati. On the attack. Pick and roll with Green. Oh, this time Maravich picked his pocket. Pistol Pete stripped him and took it away. And Atlanta has another chance to cut into the lead here with just 2 minutes to go before the half. Hawks trying to work some ball movement. Maravich with a jump shot from up on top. It's good.
From Adams.
That is 18 for Pistol Pete. He leads all scorers, and the lead's been cut to 5. Back comes Archibald. Looking to distribute this time. Finds Sam Lacey down low. Lacey from the baseline. A little too far out to take his shot. He's going to try and get it back out on top to Archibald. Shot clock is running down. Can Archibald get the basket? No, it's knocked away and stolen by Maravich. Atlanta regains possession. Royals wasted a little too much time off the shot clock on that possession. And Atlanta now has the ball with under 1:20 to play. They look inside to Bellamy, still trying to get off the schneid. He tries to get inside, and he is hammered on the play and fouled by Nate Williams. That'll be just a one-shot foul for Bellamy. They call that one on the floor. Richie Guerin is not real happy with that call. As we're going to bring Sid Catlett back into the game for the last minute and a half, as Nate Williams is pretty worn down, and I think the fatigue led to that foul on that possession. Here's the shot for Bellamy. It's no good. And Lacey takes the rebound for Cincinnati. That is 6 rebounds for Lacey tonight. He leads everybody. Minute 14 to play. Archibald brings it up slowly. Gets a screen from Johnny Green. Has room to operate against Jim Washington on the switch. Tries to get it to Catlett outside. It's stolen again by Maravich. 4 steals already for Pistol Pete. And the Hawks have the numbers. Maravich runs the break, takes it coast to coast himself. The finger roll is up and good. Lead's been cut to 3, and that is 20 for Pistol Pete in a brilliant first half performance. Royals now. 54 on the shot clock, on the game clock. Archibald swings it over to Catlett from the outside. Catlett takes it strong into the paint. Cut off by Bellamy. Short jump shot by Catlett's no good. Rebound is taken by Adams. 30 seconds to play. 24 on the shot clock. Atlanta's going to let the clock run a bit and look for an open opportunity. Don Adams has it inside now. They let some more clock run. Maravich has it outside. He gets the pass from Adams. Adams with the short jump shot from inside
Adams
is good. That's his first
Maravich.
basket of the game. And that brings Atlanta to within 1. So Cincinnati opened up a 9-point lead. Atlanta has clawed back into it. And as we head into the halftime, Cincinnati will hold for the final shot. Archibald will take that shot at the buzzer. It rolls around and off.
At the end of the first half,
And at the end
Cincinnati
of the first half,
57,
it is a 1-point game.
Atlanta 56.
All right, let's take a look at your halftime box score. Brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Legit Texas barbecue, or so they say. It's not bad. It's not the best barbecue I've ever had. It's a chain restaurant. I don't know if you have these all over the place. We've got several of them throughout the Madison area. Not bad stuff, but the nice thing they do is that they give away these nice plastic cups with their drink orders. And these make nice handy collector's items. I'm just drinking water tonight. But this tonight's glass of water is brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit. All right, here's your box score. For the Hawks, Pistol Pete leads all scorers with 20. 8 for 12, nice, efficient game for Maravich. 5 assists, no turnovers. This is the kind of solid performance you need out of a point guard. But Atlanta still trails by 1. Bob's Tabletop Sports. Dickey's is not good barbecue. Yeah, I was trying to be kind there. But yeah, Dickey's is not good stuff. Gosh, statistically, this game is as close to even as you can get. The big difference is the turnovers. 14 turnovers for Cincinnati to only 8 for the Hawks. And that has given the Hawks 10 more field goal attempts. And despite Cincinnati's fine shooting performance, 66.7%, the turnovers have kept them from pulling out to a bigger lead. 7 turnovers by Nate Archibald himself, as he's playing aggressively and really being outplayed by Maravich, you got to say. 7 turnovers to 0 is remarkable. Jim Washington with 12 points for Atlanta had a nice first half. And for Cincinnati, of course, Sam Lacey with those 6 rebounds to go with 6 points. 6 for Nate Williams, 8 for Van Arsdale, 6 for John Mengeld off the bench. Bob says, best barbecue I ever had was a mom and pop shop running in the Memphis airport. Honestly, Mission Barbecue is much better, says B.J. Wanlin. And a big plus is that they're a huge supporter of our veterans. That's good to hear. Probably my favorite barbecue place ever is now closed down. It was in Cincinnati. It was a place called Burbank's. Gary Burbank was the owner, who was a popular comedian on Cincinnati radio. Held the 2 to 6 afternoon radio comedy hour that was just hilarious. He was also a blues musician, and so at his restaurant he would have live blues music and really, really good Southern barbecue. The Memphis Dry Rub barbecue was something special, and even better was the Southern fried catfish. I used to love the Southern fried catfish at Burbank's, but Burbank has retired from radio and retired into private life, and also sold out of the restaurant business. And last time I drove by there, it was sitting empty on the road to Cincinnati right along I-75 southbound. But good stuff, good memories of my days back in Ohio. I don't know if we've got a Mission Barbecue over here in Madison. I'll have to check that out. Or next time I'm in Milwaukee. I'm going to be getting over to Milwaukee more often. My youngest son just moved over to Milwaukee to go to Milwaukee Area Technical College, so we'll be heading out that way once a month or so, and we'll have to look up Mission Barbecue while we're in the neighborhood. We did, I think it was called Chubby's Cheesesteak in Milwaukee on our first trip out there last weekend, and that was some pretty darn good cheesesteak. Not quite Philadelphia quality, but a good lunch. Anyhow, channel updates. Tomorrow we will have Heartland Championship Wrestling on the channel. This is my wife's weekend to work, so that means I get to spend a lot of time cooped up in the game room, and there will be Heartland Championship Wrestling tomorrow night, coming to you live from the Dave Cave, with action from, let's see, I haven't even set up the schedules yet. Action from Pro Wrestling Mid-America, and I believe the main event is going to be a championship match as the new champion, Nick Bockwinkel, defends his belt in what should be a very intriguing contest against the great Muda, Gary Hart's protege. Two very dangerous and devious men with different styles are going to square off tomorrow night on the Epic Broadcasting Network. Should be a good main event. And according to BJ, there's apparently one coming soon to Madison as well. That's good to know. You can never get enough good barbecue. And you certainly can't get any good barbecue at all at Dickey's. Okay, let's get back to action for the ball game. And it is 56-55. Cincinnati leads by 1. And we will come back with the starting lineups to open up the third quarter. We've got Jim Fox with some foul trouble here, and potentially several guys on the Atlanta team with 2 fouls. So we'll have to keep a close eye on the foul trouble. But we're ready for action. Third quarter, Hawks win the tip. Maravich has it out on top, working against Archibald. Maravich looks to distribute. Swings it over to Hudson. Hudson has room to operate. He's got Jim Fox on him on the switch. Fox was late getting over.
Hudson scores.
Hudson nails it and gets fouled on the play by Fox. Very nice pick by Big Jim Washington. Got Hudson open for the jump shot. He nailed it. And he will go to the line with a chance for the three-point play. Hudson shoots the free throw. No good, off the front rim. Battle for the rebound, taken by Sam Lacey. 7 rebounds now for Lacey. As Cincinnati is back on the offense for their first possession of the third quarter. They get it inside to Fox. Working against Jim Washington down low. Good battle. And this time it is Washington who gets the advantage on the defense and forces Fox to throw a bad pass out of bounds for the turnover. Ball goes back to the Hawks. The open man for the Hawks is Hudson, working on the perimeter against a fine defender in Van Arsdale. What's Hudson going to do? Swings it back out to Maravich. 2-man game. Maravich with the bounce pass to Hudson. Hudson with the jump shot. It's blocked. Jim Fox got over there with the help defense to swat that one away. Walt Bellamy keeps it alive. 7 on the shot clock as Bellamy tries for the follow-up. It's no good. Bellamy can't buy a basket. The ball is up for grabs, and of course it is Sam Lacey on the rebound for Cincinnati. He gets it out to Archibald. Archibald wants to run. Drops it off to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale missed the layup. Lacey takes the offensive rebound, kicks it back out to the high post, and the Royals will reset. This time it's going to be Archibald calling his own number out on top. From the top of the key. Oh, nice pass by Archibald. That's a dazzler.
Jim Fox.
And that's a
Archibald.
Jump shot. Easy basket for Jim Fox. Ending the Atlanta scoring run and putting Cincinnati back on top. BJ, are you a Wisconsin guy also? I'm curious about that. You seem to have some knowledge of Milwaukee. Atlanta with the play. They look to Washington in the corner. His jump shot is good.
Washington scores.
And he is fouled on the play. And that foul is against Fox. And that is foul trouble for Big Jim Fox. He is going to have to come out of the ball game. I think I missed a foul in there somewhere because Fox now has 5. I'm talking about barbecue, and Jim Fox is about to foul out of the ball game. Johnny Green will come in to take his place. And it will be Washington with a chance for the three-point play. His shot is no good, around the iron and out. And it's Johnny Green controlling the rebound for Cincinnati. Archibald works the ball around the perimeter. Over to Williams, down to Johnny Green, posting up down low. Green turns and faces, working on the low block. Oh, and he turned into Washington and knocked Washington to the floor. And that will go as an offensive foul against Johnny Green, and Green is not happy with that. He's accusing Washington of a flop, and Washington is mortally offended by that. I would never flop, says Big Jim Washington, smiling as he runs back down to the offensive end of the court. Maravich working outside against Archibald. Tries to get it into Bellamy. Back to Maravich outside. Maravich tries to get inside, but Archibald tied him up, and Maravich is called for the travel. Cincinnati back on offense. Archibald guarded closely by Maravich. Swings it around the perimeter, gets it back. Archibald on the attack. Fakes out Maravich, drives the lane, lays it up and good.
Nate Archibald.
16 for Archibald. The Royals are back on top. This game is two cellar dwellers indeed, but it is competitive. They have been back and forth all night, and they are trading the lead back and forth and trading sensational plays by two of the most exciting players of that era, Nate Archibald and Pistol Pete Maravich. Maravich now gets it outside to Hudson. Hudson can't get the shot off. Well defended on that play by Van Arsdale, and that's a shot clock violation. Action continues for Cincinnati. Archibald with it out on top. Swings it around. Gets it back from Van Arsdale. He's going to try the lane once again. Goes to the left hand. Cut off by Bellamy. Stops and pops. Oh, and it's swatted away. Blocked by Hudson. Hudson got him from behind. Williams catches the rebound. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. They get it back to Archibald. Archibald looking to distribute. They swing it around to Van Arsdale on the perimeter. Shot clock now winding down. Van Arsdale forced to take one from 15, and he drills
Arsdale.
Van Arsdale hits it. He's got double digits now, and the Royals are on top by 3. Back on offense with Jim Washington working on the perimeter. Another 15-footer. This one won't fall. Bellamy takes the offensive rebound. Bellamy goes to the left hand. Oh, he threw it away. Tough night for Walt Bellamy. Still without a field goal. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Cincinnati looks to set the offense. Nate Williams is open on the perimeter. They swing it around to him. He pulls the trigger from 15. It's good.
Nate Williams.
8 points tonight for Nate Williams. Very efficient in his opportunity here. Backing up, as I mentioned, the injured Matt Gukas. Atlanta works the ball into Hudson. 22 lead changes in this game. Hudson with the perimeter jump shot, no good. Off the front of the rim, Adams steals the rebound, passes it back out to Maravich. Atlanta will have a fresh 24. They're going to dump it into Don Adams. Oh, we've got a whistle and a play. Nate Archibald is shaken up. Stoppage of play as Mengelt comes back in to replace Nate Archibald. Archibald should be back. Everybody else looks to be fresh at this point in time. And it is Atlanta setting up with a full 24 seconds. Maravich has it. He's going to try and take advantage of Mengelt. Spin move by Maravich. He's knocked to the floor and fouled by Johnny Green. Maravich made Mengelt look silly on that play, and Green was late getting over on the defense. That will put Maravich on the line for one free throw, as that foul is ruled on the floor. 20 for Maravich, now 21, as he connects on the free throw. The lead for Cincinnati is 4. As the barbecue chat continues in the chat room, and that's making me hungry. BJ says he's got family in Madison. And good barbecue. The sauce and the meat has to be pretty good. Yeah, love me some good Kansas City sweet barbecue sauce. All right, Cincinnati is kind of muddled on offense. They've got Nate Williams on the low block, but Walt Bellamy has him under control. So they swing it back around. Mengelt resets the play. 17 on the shot clock. They dump it inside to Johnny Green. Green, the veteran, he can score inside. This time it's a hand check and a foul called on Washington. And that'll be one shot for Johnny Green. Green, a mediocre free throw shooter, only 56%. And he got that one to go. 8 points off the bench for Johnny Green. Cincinnati back on top by 5. 8:16 to play in the third quarter. Maravich sets up the offense, looking to take advantage of Mengelt. Maravich is going to attack the glass. He's cut off by Lacey in the lane. He stops and pops and gets it to drop. No, it rolled around and out, and Bellamy tipped it back up and good. I saw the green light on the ball, and I called the action too soon and did not notice that the play-by-play text said that Bellamy tips that in off the glass, and cheers to Walt Bellamy. He keeps plugging away. 6 rebounds, but that is his first basket of the night with 4 minutes gone in the second half, and that is very unusual for the steady veteran Walt Bellamy out of Indiana. A lot of good years in the league for Walt Bellamy. Mengelt now has the offense against Maravich. Mengelt's going to try and sneak around Maravich, get into the lane, swings it over to Van Arsdale. His shot is no good. Rolls around and out. Lacey comes out of there with it, but he is called for the loose ball foul. And that is his second. And that'll be a one-shot opportunity for Big Jim Washington in there battling Lacey on the boards. Free throw by Washington is good. He's got 15 points. Very nice night for Washington on the offensive end. 2-point game now, 66-64, in favor of the Royals. John Mengelt still at the controls. Swings it over to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale steps into the lane. Moving to his left. Gets into the lane for a short jump shot. 9-footer is no good. Johnny Green takes the offensive board. Johnny Green comes with the putback. Shoots it from in close. He can't get that one to go. Jim Washington takes the rebound for the Hawks. No numbers in transition. Maravich pulls it back out. Now he's going to take it into the lane. Caught a break in the transition defense. Whistle away from the ball. And Maravich was grabbed by Mengelt. That is the 5th team foul on Cincinnati. That puts Atlanta into the bonus and sends Maravich to the line for 2 free throws. He hits the first. And the second shot is up and good, and that ties the game. Another surge for the Hawks, and with 7:24 to go in the third quarter, once again we are tied. Mengelt has it out on top. Trainer's still working on Archibald on the bench as Mengelt works on Lou Hudson on the switch. Swings it over on the wing to Nate Williams. 17 on the shot clock. Williams has hit a couple of shots, moves to the baseline, pulls the trigger again, and nails it again.
Nate Williams from Mengelt.
What a performance. Double figures for Nate Williams. And he has sparked the Royals, who are back up on top by 2. Maravich on the outside. Still working on Mengel, trying to take advantage of the backup point guard. Gets into the lane, gets it to Hudson.
From
Hudson
Maravich.
fires it from outside, and he nails that one. The defense had to collapse on Maravich, and Maravich was able to find the open man for the jump shot. And after a very quiet first quarter, Lou Hudson is now in double figures for Atlanta. And once again, we're tied, 68-68, under 7 minutes to play third quarter. Johnny Green is the open man inside for Cincinnati, and it's stolen by Hudson. Here comes the Hawks in transition. Mix up on defense. Maravich is wide open against Sam Lacey out on top, but he cannot get the jump shot to go. Nate Williams pulls the rebound for Cincinnati. The Royals escaped turmoil in that situation. Cincinnati once again with the basketball. The open man on the wing is Van Arsdale. Sweet Lou Hudson, a good defender out there on the perimeter. Van Arsdale nails the jump shot.
Tom Van Arsdale from Mengelt.
Nice play by Van Arsdale on the offensive side. Cincinnati back on top by 2. 6:18 to play. Atlanta wants Bellamy on the lane. Nowhere to go. He has to call timeout. The struggles continue for Bellamy. 70-68 now, Cincinnati, midway through quarter number 3. Here in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, coming to you live from the Dave Cave. Washington to inbound for Atlanta. They get it out to Maravich, working against Mengel out on top. Screen by Washington. Mengel flops to the floor, no call.
Maravich
Mengel
from Adams.
Oversold that one, and Maravich lays it up and good. Easy basket for Maravich as Mengel was too busy trying to convince the referees to give him a whistle, and to no avail. Tie game once again. Royals with the basketball. Inside they go to Green. Green steps quickly into the lane. Nice little drop
Johnny
step.
Green.
Got around Jim Washington, laid that one up and good. Johnny Green is a crafty inside scorer. He now is in double digits. Both teams stepping it up here in the third quarter. Hawks back on offense. Maravich pulls the trigger from the top of the key. Rush that one. Bellamy takes the rebound. He's going to try for the putback attempt. His shot from in close finally gets one to go.
Bellamy.
He got that tip in, but that is his first successful field goal attempt of the night. He's got 7 points now. 5 points now, 7 rebounds. And it is a tie ball game once again. 5:36 to play, quarter number 3. Nate Archibald is jogging up and down on the sidelines. Got some fresh tape on those ankles. Looks like he is ready to get back to action. Mengel still running the offense for the moment. Looking to get inside against Maravich. Cut off by Washington. Wild shot in the lane by Mengel is no good. Washington takes the rebound. Nice team defense by the Hawks on that possession. Maravich once again wants to drive. Cut off by Green. Stops and pops. Shot no good. Rebound taken once again by Bellamy. Bellamy goes up strong from the inside. Can't get that one to go. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound for Sam Lacey, and he's now got double-digit rebounds. 5 minutes to play in the third. The open man for Cincinnati in transition is Lacey. Lacey gets a step. Lays it up. Oh, and it's blocked away. Maravich got him. How about that? Maravich got him on the way up. Picked his pocket. Lacey never saw it coming. Tie ball game, 4:45 to play. And we're going to get some substitutions for the Hawks as Don May is going to return to action along with George Trapp. And for Cincinnati, we're going to give Sid Catlin another run as Nate Williams is wearing down. And we will bring Gil McGregor back into the game. John Mengel has it outside for Cincinnati now with 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. He's going to have to call his own number with the shot clock running down. He takes it into the rim. Oh, swings it out. Nifty pass to Van Arsdale. But Van Arsdale completely whiffed on the shot. That's an air ball. Bellamy goes up for the rebound, but he is called for the foul over the back. And Gil McGregor, just into the game, is going to go to the free throw line for one shot. 70% free throw shooter is McGregor. And he scores that one to put Cincinnati back on top 73-72. Now 4:41 to play in the third period. Maravich wants the ball. Working a two-man game on the outside with Hudson. Maravich gets into the lane, shoots the jump shot. It's good.
Hudson from Maravich.
Pistol Pete with 25. Will he get 40? That is certainly a possibility, Al Red Sox fan. Although in the second quarter, Lou Hudson really stepped it up and began to help out with some of the scoring load for Atlanta. And that has helped them climb back into the game. Cincinnati was up by as many as 9 when Maravich was trying to do all of it by himself. Mengel from the outside calls his own number. His jump shot is no good. Bellamy takes the rebound for Atlanta. And the Hawks have a chance to open up a 3-point lead if Maravich can convert on this play. He's got a step. He gets into the lane. He lays it up and good.
Maravich.
When Pistol Pete gets his momentum going to the basket, he is tough to stop. And not even a big guy like Lacey was able to intercept Pistol Pete on that drive to the hole. Pete now has 27. Defense now for Atlanta somewhat confused. Maravich has a mismatch down low. They get it to Gil McGregor inside. He cannot get the finger roll to go, and the rebound is taken away by Bellamy. Hawks don't have the numbers. They're going to pull it back up and set the offense with under 4 minutes to play. They swing it out to Don May on the outside. He's got an open look. His jump shot from the wing is no good. But he is fouled on the play by McGregor. And it will be Don May in the bonus. He'll have 3 to make 2. This may be the most boring moment in sports, the 3 to make 2 NBA free throw rules. I don't miss that rule one bit. Archibald back into the game. And with him comes Jake Jones. And Durrett comes into the game for Cincinnati, and that's going to give Sam Lacey a blow. So it's Archibald and the backups for Cincinnati. And for the Hawks, we're going to go ahead and come back with Larry Siegfried and Herm Gilliam to play in the backcourt and Bob Christian inside. So backups all around except for Archibald. As Don May steps to the free throw line, converts the second shot. And it is a 78-73 lead now for Atlanta. Archibald with it. Has Jake Jones on the outside. Guarded by a stiff defender in Herm Gilliam. Durrett gets it out on the baseline. Swings it back out to Archibald. Can't get there. Durrett's forced into the lane. His short jump shot is off the left iron. No good. Rebound for Don May. Atlanta basketball. Hawks up by 5. Looking to take their biggest lead to the ball game if they can convert here. Siegfried has it on top, working on Jake Jones on the switch. Siegfried takes it into the lane. His layup is no good. Jones went down to the floor. No call on that collision. But Herm Gilliam sneaks in and steals the rebound for Atlanta, and they'll be able to reset the offense. They look inside to George Trapp. Working on Durrett. Battle of the backups inside. Trapp steps around Durrett. Lays it up no good, but Durrett got him with the body. And it will be 2 in the bonus for George Trapp. He hits the first. And that is his first point of the ball game. Second shot for Trapp is also good. And the Hawks take their biggest lead of the game, 80-73, under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. And we've got a technical foul called. That's going to be whistled on McGregor. And Larry Siegfried will shoot the technical foul. Not sure what that was all about, but a violation of decorum by McGregor. Siegfried misses the free throw. And the ball goes back over to Cincinnati. Got to keep that all-important decorum if you're going to be an NBA basketball player. Jake Jones with it on the perimeter. Steps around. Gilliam gets into the basket. His shot rolls around the rim and falls out. Durrett climbs the ladder to keep it alive. Can Durrett hit the follow-up? He gets it into the lane. His shot no good. But he is hit on the arm by Christian. And that is his first. Third team foul on Cincinnati. On Atlanta. And once again, we're going back to the free throws. This third quarter is deteriorating into a free throw shooting contest. As Durrett converts for his first point of the game. Rookie out of LaSalle, he hits them both. And the lead for the Hawks now is 5. 2:20 to play. Atlanta dumps it in down low to Christian. Working inside against McGregor. McGregor still a little sore from the technical foul, but he defends that jump shot nicely. We've got a loose ball foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against McGregor. He got on the wrong side of the officials, and they're not going to let him get away with his lip. It will be Gilliam going to the line for 2 free throws as the Hawks are in the bonus, and Gilliam hits the first. Second shot for Gilliam. No good. Rebound taken by McGregor. 6-point lead now, under 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Archibald with it out on top, working against Larry Siegfried. We've got a whistle on the play, and Jake Jones is now injured. He has to leave the game, and he'll be replaced by Van Arsdale. So Cincinnati has their starting backcourt out there, but Van Arsdale still could use a little more of a rest. Catlett to inbound for Cincinnati. It's knocked out of bounds. And the offense will restart. This time they run it through Archibald. Working against Siegfried, looking to distribute. Can't find an open man. Takes the jump shot from 15 and nails it.
Tiny from Durrett.
Tiny Nate Archibald hits the jump shot, and the deficit is cut to 4. Minute 22 to play. Gilliam has the ball outside, working against Van Arsdale. Takes it into the lane. Passes to Christian. Christian loses it to Catlett. Ball back to the Royals. With it inside is McGregor. 11 on the shot clock. McGregor turns and fires. His shot from the baseline is good.
Gil McGregor from Archibald.
Give the assist to Archibald. That is his 6th of the night. He averages 9. So he is right on target as we head into the final minute of play here in the third quarter. And once again, it's a 2-point game. Very competitive matchup here tonight at the Cincinnati Gardens. The open man for Atlanta is Gilliam on the wing. Dribbles to his right. Tries to get it into Van Arsdale. Can't get the shot off, and he's called for the travel. So Cincinnati now with a chance to tie. Archibald calls a play. That play involves Archibald. Archibald takes it into the lane. Swings it out to Van Arsdale on the perimeter. The jump shot by Van Arsdale is no good, but we've got a whistle on the play, and the foul goes on Siegfried. That'll be 2 shots for Archibald. He can tie the game if he gets these 2 to go with 24 seconds left before halftime, before the end of the third quarter. Archibald hits the first. Second shot for Van Arsdale is good. 81-81. 24 seconds left in the period. Not quite enough time for the Hawks to hold for the final shot, so they're going to have to run their standard offense. Trap with it in down low. He's going to try and get it out on the perimeter to Gilliam. Can he get it there? He gets it to Gilliam. Gilliam steps into the lane, rushes the shot, no good. Durrett with the rebound, 3 seconds to play. Can the Royals get off a shot before the end of the period? Durrett shoots from 15. At the buzzer, no good.
At the end of the third quarter,
and here we go. After
Atlanta
3 quarters,
81,
we were right where we
Cincinnati
started
81.
with a tie ball game, 81-81. Let's take a quick look at your box score, and then we'll head into the fourth quarter for what should be a very exciting finish. Very evenly played third quarter, 25-24 in favor of the Hawks. And again, the statistics continue to run about as even as they can run. Atlanta's still taking a little better care of the basketball. 17 turnovers to 12. Everything else is a statistical dead heat. You'd think this was a presidential election or something. Maravich, the high man, with 27 to go with 7 assists, compared to Archibald with 18 and 6. Cincinnati with 4 guys in double figures. And that big night for Lacey with 10 rebounds. And Bellamy came on in the third quarter. He now also has 10 rebounds. So very good battle. The rebounding battle is even. Assist totals are even. Scoreboard's even. This is going to be an entertaining fourth quarter. So relax and enjoy. Still got 6 guys in the chat room. And here we go. We will run the reserves until about the 8-minute mark, and then come back with the starters. And in fact, while we're doing this, Cincinnati is going to give a quick blow to some of their. Oops. Actually, Van Arsdale is the only available shooting guard at this point until Jake Jones can come back. So Van Arsdale is going to have to be out there. Jim Fox has those 5 fouls. They're going to come with Johnny Green at the small forward. And everything else will be hunky-dory for the Royals. Okay, here we go. Fourth quarter, tie ball game. Cincinnati controls the jump and sets up the offense. They're going to run it through Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale working against Herm Gilliam on the perimeter. He's going to try and get into the lane. Goes hard to the rack. Finds Durrett inside. Pump fake by Durrett.
Ken Durrett, from Van Arsdale.
He posts it up and gets it to go. Nice play by Ken Durrett. That gives Cincinnati the 2-point lead. Open outside on the perimeter for the Hawks is Don May. May has a room from 15, and he buries that one. The former Dayton Flyer ties the game for the Hawks. 83-83. Archibald on the perimeter takes the jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Johnny Green. Green goes up strong with the putback attempt. He missed it. Archibald gets the rebound and passes it back out. The Royals will reset the shot clock. Still tied at 83 with now 11 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game. They've got an open man on the block for the Royals. It's McGregor. Working inside. Unloads from point-blank range. Cannot get it to fall. Around the rim and out, but he is fouled on the play by Christian. And it will be Gil McGregor at the line shooting 2 for the Royals. 70% free throw shooter on the regular season. His shot is good. Royals go up 84-83. McGregor eyes the second. This one is off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Gilliam. It's a 1-point lead for Cincinnati as Atlanta brings the basketball back from right to left. Siegfried dribbles into the front court. He's got Trapp on the baseline. Trapp pulls the trigger from outside. No, he pump faked. Got Durrett on his heels. Stepped around him and made the easy layup. Nice play by George Trapp, rookie on rookie. And it is Trapp who gets into the lane and gets the basket to give Atlanta the lead, 85-84. Just over 10 to play. Van Arsdale's got it down low. He doesn't know what to do with it in there. He is going to try and dump it to Durrett. They swing it around. It goes to Archibald on the perimeter. Defended by Trapp. Stolen by May. Nice double team by the Hawks. And they come out with the basketball. And they'll walk it up the court with now 10 minutes to play. Atlanta leading 85-84. Siegfried takes it into the front court. Milling around. Trapp looking to post up down low. He's got to pull the trigger as the shot clock's running down. He lays it up and good. 2 key baskets for George Trapp here to open the fourth quarter. And Atlanta has opened up an 87-84 lead. Cincinnati with the ball. Van Arsdale's got it on the outside. He's going to try and take it to the inside. Goes hard to the rack. Cut off by Christian. Shot rolls around and out. Rebounded by Christian. Loose ball foul, and that's going to go against McGregor again. And that is his 5th. McGregor is going to come out, and Sam Lacey is going to return to the contest. As Gilliam goes to the line, he'll shoot 1. Chance to push the lead to 4. It's good. 88-84. Cincinnati trails as they set the offense running through Archibald. Archibald has room to operate as he comes off the screen. He's going to take the jump shot from 16. It's no good, but he is fouled on the play by Christian. Christian lunging out, trying to get off that screen. Got Archibald on the elbow as Archibald went up for the jump shot. And that'll be 2 shots from the free throw line for Nate Archibald. The first one's good, 88-85. Substitutions for Atlanta. Don Adams returns to action. Jim Washington returns to action. Walt Bellamy comes back in. Atlanta's going to come back with all their starters. Try and run out the last 9 minutes here with their first 5. How will Cincinnati counter? Jake Jones is going to come in. He's ready for action. He's going to give Van Arsdale a rest and get Van Arsdale ready for the stretch run as this game is coming down to the bitter end. They're going to come back with Nate Williams and leave Johnny Green in the game at the power forward. Try and squeeze a few more minutes of bench time for Jim Fox with those 5 fouls. We are coming down to the final here, and it is getting tight with 9 minutes, 14 seconds to play. Archibald lines up his second free throw. It's good, and it's a 2-point game. Atlanta runs the offense through Hudson. Now back in the game working against Jones. Jones is all over him. Hudson's in trouble, and he's forced to call the timeout. 14 on the shot clock as Atlanta is going to have to reset things. Washington to inbound. Oh, and they get it on the give and go back to Washington inside. He's got room on the low post. His inside shot over Green is up and good.
Washington from Maravich.
Nice little play on the timeout by Atlanta, getting Washington free inside for that short jump shot. That is 17 for Big Jim Washington. What a night, as the Hawks are back up by 4. Royals call a play on defense. They've got Johnny Green open down low on the screen, and he buries that one. It's a 2-point game. Atlanta comes back with Hudson. Hudson comes off the screen. He's got an open look from 15. His shot is off the front rim, no good. Should have made that one, but Don Adams comes in for the offensive rebound, and that saves the possession for the Hawks. Clinging to that 2-point lead as Adams kicks the ball back out to Maravich to restart the offense on a fresh 24. Maravich swings it over to Hudson. Hudson back to Maravich. Defended by Archibald, and oh, he's in trouble, and it went off his leg and out of bounds. Nice defense by Archibald. That's a turnover. And that gives Cincinnati another possession here. Chance to tie the game with 8:20 remaining. Cincinnati runs it through Archibald. Dumps it to Lacey in the low post. Back to Archibald on the give and go. Archibald's shot is up, no good. Jones made him alter the shot. Maravich got over for the help. Williams takes the offensive rebound. Williams is going to try the putback. His little kiss is off the glass and good, and that's 12 for Nate Williams. We are tied with 8 minutes to play. What a nice ball game here in Cincinnati between two teams that don't look like they're going anywhere, but they are putting on a show here tonight. Maravich has it for Atlanta. He's going to take it to the hole against Archibald. He fakes to his left. He drives to his right. He puts it up, no good. Collision on the play, and Maravich is fouled by Nate Williams coming over to help out. And it will be Maravich going to the line to shoot 2. First shot by Maravich. He drains it. 28 now for Maravich. He won't get to 40, but he has clearly been an outstanding player in this game. He hits the second. He's got 29, and the Hawks are on top 92-90. Back come the Royals. Double screen. Gets Archibald open. Archibald will pull the trigger from the outside. He can't get it to fall. He's fouled on the play, though, by Washington. Washington trying to fight through that screen is guilty of the foul, and Archibald will go to the line. 6 for 9 today. Below his average, but he makes this one. And his second shot is good. That's 22 now for Archibald. Once again, we're tied. 7:30 to play. Atlanta runs a screen. They've got Maravich open on the switch. He's got to step on Jake Jones. He gets free for the jump shot. He missed everything. Maravich wants a call. He claims that Jones hit him on the elbow. But the refs will not change the call, and the basketball goes back to Cincinnati. Royals with a chance to take the lead. They work it inside to Nate Williams. His turnaround jump shot from inside is no good. Tipped up by Lacey, no good. Rebound Bellamy. Nate Williams hasn't missed many tonight, but he missed that one. And the Hawks come away with the possession. Setting it up for Maravich. Trying to get into the lane against Archibald. Drives to the basket. Oh, nice bounce pass inside to Adams. Adams with a good look off the glass, rolls around the rim and off. Bellamy takes the offensive board. Adams should have had that one. Bellamy with the jump shot in the follow-up is good.
Bellamy.
Walt Bellamy has struggled tonight, but he got one when it counted that time. That is now 7 points, 12 rebounds for Bellamy. Atlanta back on top by 2. Archibald wants Lacey inside. Lacey steps around Bellamy. His layup is off the rim, no good. Nice box out on the play by Don Adams. He takes the rebound for the Hawks. We're close to the midway point here in the fourth. Maravich brings it up for Atlanta. Sends it over to Adams. Working down low against Jake Jones on the mismatch. Adams will turn and fire. Oh, but he has it stolen away by Archibald. Nice veteran move by the young point guard to swipe that one and get another possession for Cincinnati. 6:12 to play, 6:02 to play now, midway through the fourth. Cincinnati with the basketball looking to tie the game. Archibald calls a play. It goes around the wing to Jake Jones. 3 on the shot clock. Jones takes it to the hole. Jones with the layup. It's good.
Jake Jones.
Jake Jones with a clutch basket, stepping up off the bench. And once again, we're tied, under 6 to play. Maravich with it, running the offense. Tries to get into the lane. Layup with the right hand. It's good.
Maravich from Adams.
Nice little give and go with Don Adams. Hawks back on top by 2. They get it to Archibald. Archibald looks to distribute. Finds Nate Williams inside. Williams from the low block. Drives to the hole. Shuffled his feet. Ooh, Williams had some nice work earlier in the game, but that's 2 opportunities that he has failed to convert on here in the fourth. Atlanta back with the basketball, leading by 2. Plenty of time. Maravich on the outside. Drives it in against Archibald. Very aggressive on the attack, and this time it's stolen by Green. Stolen by Green, and they will bring it up slow. And Cincinnati wants to run the offense and try once again to tie this ball game as we are now under 5 minutes to play. Archibald works on Maravich. Archibald will take it himself this time. Goes into the lane, pick and roll with Green. Oh, Archibald threw it away. Back to the game for Cincinnati comes Van Arsdale. Big Jim Fox back into the game with those 5 fouls. Atlanta still has their starters. All 5 starters are in the game now for both teams. Action continues. With the Hawks on offense, the open man is Hudson. Hudson from the wing, defended by Van Arsdale. Pops the jump shot in, and it is good.
Hudson.
A clutch shot by Lou Hudson puts Atlanta up by 4. Can Cincinnati answer? They've got it outside with Van Arsdale. He's working against Walt Bellamy on the screen. The shot from Van Arsdale is good.
Tom Van Arsdale.
Nice screen by Sam Lacey. Got Van Arsdale open for that shot. And it is once again a 2-point ball game. 4:12 to play. Can the Royals get a stop? They swing it out to Hudson. Hudson comes off the screen. He's open. He's wide open. Oh, but the jump shot is off the back iron. No good. A little too strong. And the rebound bounces out of bounds, kicked away, and it is Cincinnati basketball. Royals with a chance to tie now as we are under the 4-minute mark. Archibald calls a play. They get it to Van Arsdale on the perimeter. Van Arsdale's going to venture into the lane. Steps around Lou Hudson. Stepped out of bounds. Turnover for the Royals. Atlanta basketball. We're coming down to crunch time here. Atlanta calls a play for Jim Washington on the baseline. Bellamy trying to post it up. Kicked away by Lacey out of bounds. Atlanta will keep the control of the basketball with 15 seconds on the shot clock. 3:35 now on the game clock. They dump it into Washington. Washington kicks it back out to Maravich. Maravich from the perimeter takes it to the rim. Tried to get it back to Washington. Maravich threw it away. That's a turnover for the Hawks. Royals once again with a chance to tie. Under 3.5 to play. They look inside to Fox. Back in the game now with those 5 fouls. The short jump shot from Fox is good.
Jim Fox.
Jim Fox scores it when it counts. And we are tied up once again now with 3:20 to play. Maravich finds Hudson on the perimeter. Back to Maravich, nothing but net.
From Hudson.
Ice water in his veins, 100-98 now. 3:12 to play. Atlanta with the lead, Cincinnati with the basketball. Van Arsdale takes it into the lane. We've got a whistle and a reach-in foul on Adams. That's on the floor. That will be just one shot for Van Arsdale. Neither team yet to achieve the bonus. The one shot for Van Arsdale is good, and it is now a 1-point game. Under 3 minutes to play, Atlanta leading by 1 with the basketball. Maravich has it on the outside. 15 on the shot clock. What's he going to do? Maravich takes it to the hole. Swings it to Bellamy, drops it off inside. The short jump shot for Bellamy is good.
From Maravich.
Maravich drew the defense, dumped it off to Bellamy, and the veteran converts in the clutch. Atlanta now by 3. 102-99, 2.5 to play. Nate Williams has it, working on the outside against Adams. Tries to get it over to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale takes the shot from the perimeter. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Lacey on the offensive glass. Can Lacey get a putback to go? He dribbles, he shoots. Around the rim and out. Van Arsdale grabs the offensive board, but he kicked it away out of bounds. He had his hands on it, couldn't hold on. It dribbles away out of bounds, and a great opportunity for Cincinnati has gone by the books. As the Hawks now have the basketball again, leading by 3 with 2:25 to play. Atlanta calls the play for Washington. He's got an opening on the screen against the mismatch of tiny Nate Archibald. Can Washington get the shot off? It got away from him out of bounds. Wow, nice defense by Archibald on the mismatch. Managed to force Washington into an awkward position, and Washington turned it over. 102-99. Cincinnati has it. 2:13 to play. They get it to Van Arsdale working on the wing against Hudson. Van Arsdale will drive. He lays it up with the left hand and good.
Tom Van Arsdale, from Archibald.
Give the assist to Archibald, 102-101, 1-point game, under 2 minutes to play. Cincinnati needs a stop. The open man for Atlanta is Hudson. Hudson on the wing, gets it back to Maravich. Maravich pulls the trigger, it's good.
Maravich, from
35
Hudson.
for Pistol Pete, that one was clutch. Under 2 minutes to play, Atlanta back on top by 4. Cincinnati needs to convert on this possession. They go to their key guy, Archibald, from the top of the key. Short jump shot in the lane is good.
Nate Archibald.
Archibald and Maravich trading hoops down the stretch. Can the Royals get a stop on this possession? 1:39 to play. They get it to Maravich. Maravich attacks. Floats into the basket. Lacey comes over. Forces him to alter the shot. It's off iron, no good. Bellamy comes in from the weak side to clean the offensive glass. His 10-foot follow-up shot is no good. That rebound is taken by Jim Fox. Atlanta in transition. Archibald pushing aggressively. He can't get the layup to go. His layup spills out, and Bellamy takes the rebound for Atlanta. That was a costly miss for Archibald. As we are down to 1:10 to play, Atlanta with the possession, clinging to a 1-point lead down the stretch. They work it to Hudson, plenty of time, 15 on the shot clock. Around the perimeter they go, they get it to Washington on the baseline. His jump shot from the corner is around the rim and off. Bellamy with another offensive board. Bellamy's going to try the putback attempt. Working the baseline. Oh, he dumps it off to Adams. Adams with the turnaround jump shot is good.
Adams from Bellamy.
How about that? The defense collapsed on Bellamy. The veteran found Adams wide open in the lane for the layup. And it is once again a 3-point lead for the Hawks. 106-103 on a fine play by Walt Bellamy. Only 9 points on the night, but now 15 rebounds. And a clutch assist on that possession to put the Hawks back up by 3. Royals need a basket. They get it to Archibald. Comes off the screen, working against Don Adams on the perimeter. Slapped away and stolen by Maravich. How about that recovery by Pistol Pete? Hawks have the ball and a 3-point lead. They're going to burn some clock now. The pass goes to Adams, over to Maravich. Whistle and a foul. That is called on Van Arsdale. That is only the 4th team foul, and that's a break for Cincinnati, as Maravich will only get 1 free throw. Cincinnati is going to need to shoot quickly and steal or foul on the offense. This is before the era of the 3-point shot clock, or of the 3-point field goal. And Atlanta is going to run some strategy here. They are going to slow things down. Let's see, how do we slow things down? Well, we just slow them down because we run our own offense. Okay, the free throw by Maravich is good. The lead is 4. Cincinnati needs to work quickly to get this shot off. They're going to go to Archibald. He comes off the screen. He's being guarded by Washington. Swings it over to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale nails it.
Tom Van Arsdale from Archibald.
Clutch basket for Van Arsdale. Atlanta now has the basketball. The shot clock has been turned off. Cincinnati is going to have to foul. I turned on the setting for fouls, for steal or foul, and let's see if Action PC lets us do that. Atlanta's going to try and hold the ball with Maravich. Lacey fouls him. Okay, so there's our foul. Maravich has 2 free throws. He's 10 for 10 from the line today. So he can just about put it away if he connects on even one of these 2. First shot by Maravich is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And Atlanta, we're going to turn on no fouls. Maravich with the second free throw. It's good. 38 now for Maravich. Will he get to 40? I don't know. Let's see if Cincinnati can get a quick shot off here. The open man is Williams outside. Not a great shot. He throws one up as the buzzer goes off, and it is no good.
Final score, Atlanta 109.
And that's your final.
Cincinnati
in a very close
105.
game. Atlanta comes out with the victory 109-105. As Pete Maravich was clutch down the stretch. And that great play by Walt Bellamy with the offensive rebound and the dump off to Don Adams for the basket was absolutely the dagger that put an end to the night for Cincinnati and their hopes for one of the few opportunities they might have to get a victory playing in this rugged gold division in the 1971-72 season. So there's your play-by-play. I thought we could get a scoring by quarter. Here's the scoring by quarter. This is what I wanted to see. The fourth quarter. Maravich with 11 in the fourth out of his 38 on the game. That was clutch. Bellamy added 4. George Trapp with 4 early in the quarter to put the Hawks out on top. And just a nice effort by the Hawks in the fourth. Cincinnati comes up just short. 7 for Van Arsdale in the fourth, 6 for Archibald. As folks are beginning to say their goodbyes from the chat room, our Red Sox fan, Dave Gardner, thanks for coming. Take care, everyone. Peace is our Red Sox fan. Thank you also to B.J. Wanlin, who hung out with us tonight, Bob Hansen, my good buddy from just across the way in Milwaukee. Tribe Fan 879 was with us here tonight. SDG Replays, Super Duper Gaming Replays was in the chat room. So thanks to everybody for a wonderful night of basketball here from the Dave Cave. What a fun night, fun ball game. Cincinnati unfortunately falls to 3-6. Or I'm sorry, Cincinnati falls to 0-9. Atlanta improves to 3-6 on the season as we're just about to the midway point of this 20-game season. So that is all from the Dave Cave. Thank you all for checking us out here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with Heartland Championship Wrestling. Nick Bockwinkel against Great Muda in the main event for the Pro Wrestling Mid-American Heavyweight Championship. And of course on Sunday, My Journey with Jesus. Thank you to everybody who checked out the action here tonight. That's our stream, and I am out of here.